Okay, what is going on, everybody? This is your boy Juggernaut097 bringing you guys another Juggernaut retro review, and I think this is episode number 18 of my Juggernaut retro reviews. I know it's something like that. 18? Yeah, this is episode number 18 of Juggernaut Retro Reviews. And, today is the last day of November. So, I decided to give you one more Survivor Series, even though, all the Survivor Series, 2020 is over with. I'm saying, why not do one more? And then the next year, I'm going to just finish off the rest of them. But this Survivor Series that I'm going to be reviewing is the Survivor Series 2001. And during this time, this is when they were having the whole invasion angle going on, which, the invasion angle had some, kind of good sparks with it, but a majority of the invasion was pretty bad. Which I kind of need to go back and watch some of these, Raws and SmackDowns from the invasion angle. But this show actually was pretty good here. The undercard was some of the matches were underwhelming here. Like, I didn't really care about, or they were really short. But that main event match really, this is what made the show good. And there was a tag team match on here with the Hardys and the Dudleys. That was a good match on here. But without wasting any time, let's go ahead and get started with this retro review here. So for the first match on the show we had was a singles match for the WWF European Championship. So we had Christian, he was the European champion and he was representing the Alliance here, going up against Al Snow. This match was really short. I really don't remember much notable things that happened in this match. I know Christian, he did win, so he ended up retaining the European Championship, which I kind of still wish they had this title round, because I always been a big fan of the European Championship, especially, in the late 90s and all that. I was a big fan of the European Championship. But these guys, actually put on a good match for, how long the match was. I liked there was one spot in the match when Christian hit an inverted DDT. Al Snow, I can't remember what his finisher is called off the top of my head, but Al Snow hit his finisher. Christian rolled out of the ring because I thought that Al Snow was going to end up winning here, but no. Christian won by the unprettier. Really basic match. Nothing really too special. I've never been a really big fan of Al Snow, but, Christian, he was just getting separated from, Edge, after they've been tag teaming for so long. But I like that Christian was kind of being on his own a little bit. And I always been a big fan of his theme song, Christian, finally on his own, or something like that. I always been a big fan of that. But yeah, this match wasn't really anything. And also, during the show, there was a lot of backstage segments, which I don't think we needed all these backstage segments. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. A majority of the show was backstage segments. You see Team WWF, Team Alliance, which team is going to win. And, you had so much tensions going on. See if Stone Cold was going to turn on, the Team Alliance and go help the WWF. You just didn't know what was going to go on here. And of course, we have Vince McMahon being worried and stuff. So I thought, some of these segments were good, but there were some segments that were just way too long, especially the segment with Linda McMahon and Mr. McMahon. I think Vince, I thought this was just a way too long segment. But the next match we had was a singles match. We had William Regal from the Alliance going up against Tajiri from Team WWF. This was only a 3-minute match. It was alright. Tajiri, he was, doing some nice kicks in the match, pretty hard hitting match. There was this one spot in the match where, Tajiri, he got his head tied up in the ropes, which that looked like a pretty dangerous spot there. We had, Tajiri, we had William Regal kind of get, his nose busted open a little bit after Tajiri hit a buzzsaw kick. But William Regal would end up getting the victory by Regal Bomb. And Tajiri, William Regal won by the Regal Bomb. And then after the match, Tori Wilson came out because Tori Wilson had this thing going on with Tajiri. And she got Regal Bombed. And that's really the most notable thing about this, I think. I mean, these guys, they worked pretty good together. And I think they even had more matches. And I think in the future they would become tag team champions. If I'm not mistaken. But it was all right. Nothing special, though. And then the next match we had was a unification match for the WCW United States Championship and the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Which, one thing I have to say, I don't know why they don't do these unification matches more, or like have, when they do champion versus champion, actually have these titles on the line. I don't understand why they don't do that. Because it makes it more intriguing. Go like, okay, maybe that wrestler go to that show, try to get the title back. But I understand, like with a brand split right now, that they can't really do that. But I mean, they still could though. But I just wish they did these more unification matches more. But we had Edge, the WCW United States champion, and he was for like Team WWF, going up against Test. The Intercontinental Champion, he was with Team Alliance. This was a decent match. Test had a majority of the advantage like during the whole match. I mean, we even saw Test hit a spear onto Edge. I thought that Test was going to win there at the end when he hit that spear. But eventually, Edge would actually hit some comebacks. Start coming back. And he would definitely, he would hit his spear. He ended up rolling up Test to win the match. He ended up winning by a roll up. So he would become the new Intercontinental Champion, and he would also hold the WCW United States Champion. And eventually, down the road, it would just become the Intercontinental Championship, the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Which don't get that mistaken, like with the WCW United States Championship, because that wouldn't come in, like the WWE title wouldn't come in until like 2003 or so. So it's not the same title though, but eventually it just become the Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, it was all right, nothing special. And also we would see Test again later on in the night, and I'll tell you about that more in a little bit. And then the next match we had was a steel cage match, a unification match for the WCW Tag Team titles and the WWF Tag Team Championships. We had the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. They were the WCW Tag Team Champions. They were with the Alliance. And going up against the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. And they were the WWF Tag Team Champions. This was a fun match. This is really fun. I mean, of course, back in 99, 2000, 2001, you had the Hardys and, Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, putting on some amazing matches, of course, making the, TLC match, putting on some great matches. I never get tired of watching these teams go at it. I mean, it's not like, watching wrestling like today now when you see a whole bunch of tag teams go up against like a whole bunch of times. Like say the Usos and New Day, like for example, from a few years ago. Like I don't get tired of watching these teams go at it, but now you just get tired of seeing, oh yeah, this tag team is going to go off so many times. They're going to have so many matches and a feud I don't care about. But no, I never got tired of these teams feuding. And especially, you had Lita in the corner of the Hardys. You didn't know what the mind space that Matt Hardy was in, and, didn't know if the Hardy Boys were going to stay together. So I thought this was a fun match. Great spots between both teams. I like when Bubba Ray, he hit a Bubba Bomb off the top rope. That was pretty cool. There was this really cool spots in the match. There was one point where Matt Hardy, he was like dangling from the top of the cage, and I thought he kind of like fell off after dangling on the cage, he kind of fell off at a weird angle. I got, ooh, that looked like that really hurt. I saw I thought they were going to be getting a team through. I thought they were going to be getting a 3D through a table because Stacy Keibler, she brought in the table to help the Dudleys because she unlocked the cage, which I like that spot with the referee on the outside. Stacy Keibler, she's like, "Oh yeah, touch me," kind of get up close to the referee, have them unlock the cage, which she ended up getting the key from the referee, and they brought in the cage. They brought a table in the cage. But also there was an cool spot in the match where Jeff Hardy was on top, which this is a moment that you see forever. Like there was a moment. This is a moment that you would see in the future and stuff. Like a most memorable moment when not Matt Hardy, when Jeff Hardy's doing a swanton bomb off of the cage, and he swantons into the table, which it was Devon. He rolled off the table, and so Jeff Hardy puts himself through. Also, Matt Hardy, he left the cage early, so it was this kind of Jeff Hardy to defend for himself, which, I remember playing the WWE games back in the days, especially when you're doing like tag team matches, when you leave your partner in there, like that's a bad idea, because then the other team could just double team you the whole time. So you never leave your partner in there high and dry. Come on, Matt, you should know that. Don't leave Jeff in there high and dry to defend for himself, because the Dudley Boys did end up getting the victory here and becoming the new WWF Tag Team Champions. But it was a good match. I enjoyed it. And I think on the next pay-per-view, we would get Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. I think it was at Vengeance. Yeah, at the next pay-per-view, we get Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy facing each other and lead it as a special guest referee. But no, this match was really fun. I enjoyed it. And then the next match we had was the Immunity Battle Royal. So whoever won this match, either if it was from WWF or the Alliance, ECW or WCW, that this person will have a contract, like no matter which brand won, WWF or the Alliance, that they will get a contract for no matter what, like for a year. And competitors that were in this match, it was Bradshaw, Farouk, Lance Storm, Billy Kidman, Diamond Dallas Page, Albert Taz, Perry Saturn, Raven, Chuck Palumbo, Crash Ollie, Justin Credible, Sean, I can't pronounce his last name, Stevie Richards, Tommy Dreamer, the Hurricane, Spike Dudley, Hugh Morris, Chavo Guerrero, and Funaki. This was a alright match. Nothing crazy about it. The final two competitors in the match were, it was Test and Billy Gunn, which, Test, okay, so we saw him, before this match. He attacked, He attacked Scotty 2 Hotty, because he was like, "Hey, Scotty, you in the Battle Royal?" And Scotty goes like, "Yeah." So he attacked Scotty 2 Hotty. So he took, Test took Scotty 2 Hotty's place, which Test did end up getting the victory. So he would basically want to get fired for a year, no matter, like I said, no matter which brand won. But I'll tell you, the person who stood out to me in this match was Bradshaw, because he was eliminating everybody in this match. But sometimes battle royals are hit or miss for me, because it could either be really good or really bad, and especially like the stuff that they're doing. Which this match, this was a hit. This was a miss for me. I was not the biggest fan of this battle royal here, but Test did end up winning. And then the next match we had was the 6-pack challenge for the vacant WWF championship. We had Trish Stratus for WWF. We had Ivory for the Alliance, Jazz for the Alliance, Jacqueline for WWF, Lita for WWF, and Mighty Molly for the Alliance. This was really short. The only notable thing in this match was Trish Stratus winning. This was really the only notable thing. A lot of botches in this match, not good at all. Yeah, this was like really bad at this time. Yeah, the only notable thing was not Molly Holly. Trish Stratus winning her first ever women's championship, and this would kind of propel her to have some more great things in the future. And I guess seeing Jazz debut in WWE, I guess that was a big thing. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there were like this match is broke down. I mean, multi-man matches. I mean, we had some, all right spots in the match, but yeah, I was not a fan of this. Really short also. So, yeah, but Trish Stratus won, though. She was a WWF Women's Champion now. And then in the main event we had was a winner-take-all 5-on-5 Elimination Survivor Series match. We had Team WWF versus Team Alliance. And for Team WWF, we had The Rock, Chris Jericho, The Undertaker, Kane, and The Big Show. Excuse me. Going up against the Alliance, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, Booker T, and Shane McMahon. So, yeah, like I said, WWF versus, the Alliance, ECW, and WCW, which, whoever won this had control over the company. And this match was really, really long here, which I felt like this match really flew by for me, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I really did. Which, the whole storyline behind this was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Was he going to turn on the Alliance? Which, Stone Cold was ensuring with the Alliance that he wasn't going to turn on them. He wasn't, which we didn't know if, Shane McMahon and the rest of it and Stephanie could trust Stone Cold. But there was actually some pretty good swerves in this match, which I'll talk about that in a minute here. But the first elimination came from, the Big Show, he got eliminated when Kurt Angle hit the Angle Slam, and then Booker T hit a scissors kick, and then Shane McMahon hit the Leap of Faith for the 1, 2, 3. So Big Show was eliminated. And then Shane McMahon got eliminated after, I think, Chris Jericho. Yeah, Chris Jericho hit the line. Well, first off, Kane came in, hit a choke slam, and then Taker came in, hit a tombstone, and then Jericho got tagged in for a lion salt for the 1, 2, 3. And then the next elimination came off of, the next person that got eliminated was Kane by Rob Van Dam when he hit a kick off that kick he does off the second rope. So Kane was gone by Rob Van Dam. And then after that, Kurt Angle eliminated The Undertaker after Stone Cold hit a rock bottom. And then, not a rock bottom, sorry. After Stone Cold hit a Stone Cold Stunner. Sorry, I botched that right there. And then Kurt Angle came in for the pin to get the 1, 2, 3. So Undertaker was gone. And then Booker T got eliminated by The Rock it was a roll up. So Booker T was gone. And then Rob Van Dam got eliminated by Chris Jericho when Chris Jericho hit the breakdown on Rob Van Dam. And then Kurt Angle got eliminated by The Rock. So now, this became a 2-on-2? Yeah, this became a 2-on-2 match now because it was The Rock and Chris Jericho going up against Kurt Angle and Steve Austin, Stone Cold. The Rock eliminated Stone Cold by a sharpshooter, which that was a pretty good sharpshooter because I'll tell you what, The Rock, he does not do the best sharpshooters, in my opinion. But that was one of the best sharpshooters I've seen by The Rock. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin eliminated Jericho. I think that came off a roll up. Yeah, it was by a roll up here. And so the final two competitors in the match was Stone Cold and The Rock. This was really good. I mean, classic Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock matches, of course, from WrestleMania 17 and then 18. Good match here. I really enjoyed it. They brawled outside the ring. We had crazy shenanigans going on here. It was just really, really interesting. Especially we had, a referee come out, pull out. I think it was Earl Hebner. Yeah, Earl Hebner was refereeing this match. And, he was trying, and then the referee was trying to help out Team Alliance. But we saw the Alliance referee get taken down by Stone Cold. So then Hebner came back in, and of course, Stone Cold, he was trying to use the title belt to eliminate. He was trying to use the title belt to beat The Rock, but The Rock. No. We saw Chris Jericho come back out, which he was going to try to help out. Well, no. We saw Chris Jericho attack. The Rock before he got eliminated. I forgot about that. So Chris Jericho was the one who turned his back on WWF. And then later on in the match, when we had just not Jericho, when we had The Rock and Steve Austin, Kurt Angle came out, and it looks like he was going to hit The Rock, but instead he hit Stone Cold with a title belt, and The Rock would end up getting the win by way of Kurt Angle. So that was kind of fuckery right there at the end, what I was saying. But yeah, so not Jericho. I don't know why I keep want to say Jericho, but the Kurt Angle was the one who turned his back on the WWF, which was pretty cool here, because we thought it was going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. But we knew that Team WWF was going to win, because after buying out the WCW, you knew that WWF wasn't going to lose here. But I kind of like the swerve at the end there with Kurt Angle turning on the Alliance. And I think Stone Cold, he was still a heel. This was kind of weird time during the Attitude Era. But no, it was a fun match, though. It was fun. Yeah, but so we had we had Jericho, he kind of flip sides, go over to the Alliance, like I said. And then we had Angle go over to Team WWF, turn his back on the Alliance. So we had two guys kind of flip over. Like we said, like everybody thought it was going to be Stone Cold going over to WWF. So that was a pretty good swerve. But overall, I thought this was a pretty good show. Mainly for the main event, because this main event was pretty good. The undercard wasn't the greatest. I'll tell you, the tag team match was good. The unification for the WCW and WWF tag team titles, that was a good match. But other than that, the rest of the show was kind of forgettable. And like I said, the whole Invasion angle was kind of hit or miss, which I need to go back and watch some of these Invasion pay-per-views. And I also want to go watch that Invasion pay-per-view. But yeah, this was a pretty good show. But yeah, if this is your first time ever checking out one of my videos, please smash that subscribe button. That really helped me out a whole lot. Go follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter at @TheTrueJSB. Go follow me on Instagram, same thing. And you can add me on Snapchat. That'll be down below. And also, some videos I got coming up for you are, I think I might do a preview and prediction for Winter is Coming, for the upcoming AEW show. That's going to be this Wednesday on TNT, which that's going to be really good. I think I might do predictions for that. And I might do a review for that show also, because this is going to be a pretty big show. And they're saying this is going to be the biggest AEW in history, which it's looking that way now. And probably, one of the best shows of the year, for free TV. So I'll probably be doing that. And then also I'm going to be doing NXT TakeOver War Games predictions, because TakeOver War Games is this Sunday on the WWE Network, which I think that's going to be pretty good NXT this week. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. There's quite a bit going on for in the world of wrestling. And the following week, we got Final Resolution, the final Impact Plus special of the year. And of course, then we go on, finally get into January. So there was quite a bit of things going on in wrestling, in the world of wrestling. We almost made it through 2020, guys. Stay positive. I know it's hard times right now, and I hope everybody is doing safe out there. and I just appreciate everybody who's been subscribing to me over the these last few months. Eventually, I'm going to be getting me a new camera also, so I can actually do some different things, and also get me a boom for my camera. I mean, not my camera, for my microphone. If I can talk right now, get me a boom for my microphone. But yeah, this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. So peace out.